Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to what no doubt was another one of your wonderful vacations, in which I'm sure we gave you a huge bonus to go ahead and relax and enjoy life somewhere not here at the Sulani beaches, where we have actually had a lot of changes, a lot of changes, a lot of changes. Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness, there's so much to show you guys, and trying to figure out where to begin. Well, why don't we go ahead and start at the beginning, past the protesters, mind you. And ta-da! I have redone the entrance, among many, many other things. And look at this, you guys. I love this so much more because we have the chaos of literally thousands of people now coming into our Sulani beaches every day. We're kind of the size of a small city, if you ask me. I mean, we're already up to 5,000 people and it's only 2 p.m. And I just was almost overwhelmed by watching all of these itty bitty little guys just go in every direction like a bunch of frantic hamsters. And so I ended up using some of the glorious amounts of cash that they have brought into our wonderful establishment, or I guess our beaches really. We're less of an establishment and more like a sprawling network of chaos and science at this stage, which to be honest, I'm kind of, I'm here for that. But I went ahead and I created a new entrance that focuses on some of my favorite things from the aquatic adventures. Good job, random employee. From the aquatic adventures that we are on, and that's really the treasure chest, because they're so freaking cute. I love these little treasure chests, and I love the little ships and the little like shipwreck, and obviously I love the jungle falls. They've always been one of my favorites. And so what I did is I used my other favorites, the gigantic trees, which conveniently we need. They're practically a tax write-off because they help to get rid of all of the CO2 that happens to be popping up due to our amazing buses. So basically, the long story short, friends, is that I got kind of sick, and so I ended up laying on the couch for a couple days, next to my beloved husband Chips, as he once again continued to play Baldur's Gate, in which I had a lot of opinions about being romanced by something with tentacles. No offense, Nautilus and giant squid that I will show you guys in just a second. And because I had a lot of time just kind of like resting and trying to get better, we have a lot of upgrades. Oh, good job, random employee. Wonderful, wonderful. I wish I could figure out how to give you guys a break. I still don't know how to give our employees a break. But I do have a lot of other things to show you guys that I have figured out and that will be fantastic, or should I say fantastic lessons for us to take from here all the way into our other laboratory zoo, the dinosaur zoo, where there's still so much to discover, and all the way back to our very first zoo, which I actually don't remember if we gave it a fancy name. Did I just go for the usual Zoodacia? I sure did just call it Zoodacia. You know what? The thing is, it works. Also, I didn't realize it is tracking how much cash we have. I thought you just basically had infinite money once you get past $9,999,000 and probably 99 cents. But I guess it does actually like track how much cash you have. That's really funny. Let's see. And then here in Sulani, we've actually been here more days. Oh, nope. We've still been in the Zudacia Zoo more days. But we've been here for over 200 days, and we now have over $4 million, and we have actually gone ahead and we have unlocked all of the research. That's right. Darwin and Aline have earned themselves a lifetime of all sorts of grants for whatever kind of interesting research they want to get up to. But we went ahead and I unlocked all of the dark morality things, but I did not use the dark morality items. Never fear. We're still in the clear on that. And I got the exhibit control item. Among also getting the last of the fish that were actually out in the open ocean, and expanding the area significantly, and decorating in a million spots that I need to show you, and putting in a gigantic beet farm because we could not keep up with the appetites of all of our animals. And basically, I've set it all up behind the scenes. It was really truly done for your sake, because you know what happens now? The chaos of science! We can finally just focus on splicing and dicing all of these different animal genes, crisscross applesaucing them, and seeing what it looks like when we fill out the giant, well, I guess, okay, hey, there we go. when we fill out the giant checklist of animals. Because yes, I have been actually updating this behind the scenes. Don't worry, we are not going to be sticking here so that we fill in every single one of the boxes. But I'm just curious to see what like all of the pufferfish crossbreeds look like. What like all of the different moon jelly. Really, I'm kind of on top of the moon jelly thing. I really want to see what all of the different Dumbo octopus crossbreeds look like. We won't be unlocking all of those before we move on to our other zoos. Never fear, friends. Especially because we can now use any of the animal genes. Yes, that's right. Absolutely any of the animal genes, since we have now got every single animal that you can in the aquatic realms. Every fish in the sea has now been DNA crisscross applesauced coded into our gigantic genetic library that I may or may not have been secretly working on this whole time, in theory of the whole planet exploding, and so we need to like make a space arc with all of those genes and send it in multiple directions. Yeah, that's for our No Man's Sky spinoff though, so we won't worry about that right now. But yes, so I have been working on this, and I just wanted to show you guys that my husband Chips actually really helped me out, because he went ahead and he actually made it so that I didn't know you could do this in Excel. I was a little embarrassed, but only in a silly way. But he made it so that now when we scroll on either side, we'll be able to line up. Like if I'm looking for moon jelly, like moon jellyfish and whale shark, it's so much easier now. Whale shark, blue tang, boom. If we have the head of something, we can just go to wherever it is on the top. And if we have the body of something, we can go to wherever it is on the like side. And I also have put down little awards for ourselves. So I have put in cute little medals. If we have released 100 of those animals, if we have released like 100, then we get the bronze medal, like I said, so we can do something in our zoo crafting world. And if we have 500 released, we'll get the silver medal. And if we have 1,000 released, we'll get the gold medal. And it's kind of an interesting thing to have set up, because we're probably not going to be sticking in the aquatic zoo for terribly long, I don't think, since we also want to crossbreed a clownfish and a lemur. And that's going to be in the Sandbox Zoo. So we'll figure out what to do with that. Also, the FFBI are here! Ooh, oh, who do we want to rescue? Let's rescue another great white shark, which yes, we do have great white sharks. But all right, that's enough of the rambling for the behind the scenes stuff. Other than to say, now friends, I have managed to go ahead and get the exhibit control. The exhibit control that I was wondering just what it did this whole time. It turns out it works a little differently than I expected. So if you too are saving up the absolute gobsmacked hundreds of different, science points that you need for this, it doesn't quite work the way I thought, because the way that the exhibit control works is basically the employees in this spot will manage to go ahead and keep minimum requirements on your exhibit control. So if you have an exhibit where you're like, oh man, my moon jellyfish keep dying off, if you tell exhibit control to keep, say, like if we pop over here and look at the enclosure, there's now an animal management tab. And so we can tell exhibit control, hey, we want to keep at least 5 males, 5 females of the moon jellies in this area. So anytime they start running low on moon jellies, what happens is the exhibit control people will look for an empty crisper. And if there is an empty crisper, then, and you can come over to the animal management settings, and if you have allowed in an empty crisper set on, then they will use these chambers in this crisper, there has to be an empty crisper, to go ahead and clone the animals that are missing so they can keep the minimum population always at a certain level in that habitat. So that's not quite the detailed control that I thought I was going to get. And so what it turns out as is the exhibit control keeps the minimum number of animals alive in your exhibit using an empty crisper they need to be able to access. And then the population hub controls the maximum number of animals that you have in an exhibit, but you can't set the specific number. Instead, it'll just go on how much space happens to be left for them to go ahead and be able to breed in. And once you start exceeding the space that makes it comfortable for your animals, then the oldest of the animals will start being donated by your population manager, which means we have this very awkward middle ground where I am left with 1 million lionfished. This is too many lionfished. I have been trying to tell my exhibit people, like, come on, this is not an acceptable number of lionfish, but they are not convinced. And so here we have a bazillion and a half lionfish who are all very unhappy because they're bored because there's too many of them. And that is why we have protesters down at the front, which means that we're going to go ahead and grab those lionfish by their little liony manes. We're going to select all. This is just the fastest way to do it. I have had a lot of experience now in like preparing these things, so I pass on my wisdom to all of you. And then you just eat them. You go through, you can keep a line of male and females of middling age so that they're not too old, not too young. And then yeet! Just like that. And all of a sudden you have almost 200 lionfish in the sea, because that's surely what the sea needs more of with all of these invasive species. And speaking of things in the sea, we do indeed have all of the animals that you can possibly get now. We have the dugongs, we have got the alligator gar, we have got the, okay, we've got a, okay, is this an acceptable, really? Like, is this being monitored? Hello, population control, where are you? You should be monitoring this, I'm pretty darn sure. I think I need to get... It turns out you also need more staff. You need more staff to be able to manage the populations, and I just didn't expect that either. I don't know why. I didn't realize that, like, it wouldn't just happen automatically. You have to have staff members that will go to the exhibits to manage them. Long story short, I'm beginning to understand the appeal of potentially just trying to put immortality genes in our animals, and this, and good job, Random and Play, in the random sandbox zoo, and not letting them breed. But we have alligator gar, we have got pink dolphins, we have also got over here none other than the narwhals and the sailfish. We have got king crabs, we have got cod, we have got snailfish, which we are still trying to go ahead and breed mates for. And we also have here in the deep ocean, giant squid! Woo! Woohoo! I am so happy about this one. I am so happy about this one. We do indeed have the giant squid now with those big, beautiful mantles. You know, when I added this giant squid in, I was quite happy. I mean, happy enough that we even started to make a like fancy little decoration area for it. But then my beloved husband Chips did indeed point out, is this a giant squid or a colossal squid? And he got me. Because there is actually a species called the colossal squid that I believe, if my memory serves right, is bigger than the giant squid. But we're gonna go ahead and pretend, as many scientists have for several years, that they're just the same species, maybe a subspecies. I mean, how often are you going to be able to get your hands on a giant squid? Double check, after all. And then let's go ahead and give her a couple more stones in here. I might need to check some of my like crispers to see if I have a mate for her somewhere. But basically, that's what we've been doing. I've been adding in little areas. I've been trying to figure out how to make it nice and pretty with different designs. I have been learning the science of directing hamsters, aka the literal thousands of people we have meandering about in different directions, and trying to encourage them to appreciate the environment. Are you guys having a good time? Hello, random citizen. Can you tell me how you're doing? Oh dear, hydration is empty. All the walking is tiring you out. You haven't seen any animals. You need food. I'm sure that this is fine. Actually, I'm beginning to think maybe you need to have this infinite amount of land just to spread people out enough so that they can all make it to the bathroom after getting off the bus. But that is just part of the science. Also, if you want to replace almost all of the meat that your animals eat with the fantastic beets, you're gonna need a lot of beets. You're gonna need more beets than you can think of, because the improbable processing actually starts going pretty fast once you start getting a whole bunch of the labs going. And then you find yourself with absolutely not enough fish to do anything with. Oh my goodness. And the warehouse better be empty of those things. Yeah, we're selling branches, greens, root vegetables, plants and leaves, juice and roots, thorny shrubs. We do not need to be selling the luark though. I need to go see where that's being yeeted from. We have extra blue blood. We have coffee berries. All right, where's my farm processing? Basically, if you guys can't tell, I have started to learn some of what goes on behind the scenes now. All right, luark. I want to keep all of that for my, yeah, for my shark bite bar. Indeed. Anyway, there's the minutia of what I have been working on. Good job, random employee. And we have great white sharks now. I'm trying to remember if there were any other animals. I think the snailfish, the great white sharks, and the alligator gar, the pink dolphin, the giant squid. All of those are amazing. Don't you guys want to see a giant squid elephant? I want to see a giant squid elephant. Oh, for crying out loud. Also, my moon jellyfish keep getting chaos. I don't know what they're doing in here, but it's always chaos. So that then my keeper is complaining because he can't reach their poop like all of the time. But as you can tell, like there's a lot of little details for what you can work on. I think it's this one that's in the way. All right, and there we go. There. But there's a lot of little details for what you can work on, and there's a lot of beauty for what you can set up when you just sort of tuck your head down and ignore the chaos and just focus on one area instead of the other. Oh yeah, and we have mascots now, by the way. And I'm really happy because we've done it. We have acquired all of the fish in the sea. And what is a curious pixel biologist to do once she's done that? Well, it's time to go ahead and create more fish to add into the sea. And we'll go through and start going ahead and combining these guys' genetics with some of the land-based animals and dinosaurs sooner than later. But all right, enough of my rambling and meandering. Finally, I can go ahead and invite you guys into the curiosity of what does happen when you want to go ahead and fill out every single one of the pufferfish crossbreeds. Pufferfish and dugong. Have we done that? Pufferfish alligator gar. I don't think so. I really like seeing how these are empty so I can tell if I've made an animal before or not. So let's do this! I know I've been having the CRISPR, like crisscross applesauce things, and I've been waiting for you guys to come back to be able to do more. So, what do we have here? The barreleye, yes! Oh my goodness, I totally forgot about doing the barreleye. So there's pufferfish and barreleye. What does it look like when the barreleyes put their eyes on a different body? The puff eyes. That's actually really cute. That's actually really cute. Welcome, little puff eye. We're gonna go ahead and put you right in there. And then, oh, this is one I'm really excited to see. So what happens when you have a pufferfish and a hammerhead shark? Oh, it's the puff head! Why is the pufferfish, or excuse me, the hammerhead shark really so cute every time you put its little eye beams on any other animal, eh? Hey! Oh, man. All right, well, you have to, see, this is why you have to watch out. Because once you have exhibit control set, then your exhibit control people will kidnap your CRISPRs if you're not watching. All right, what about a pufferfish and a lobster? It's a puffster. They always look like they're ready to just like, I don't know, be backup dancers at some sort of sports event, which makes me realize how often lobsters are used as like sports icons. Huh. There's some thinking to be had there. The octopus! I didn't remember that I put together a pufferfish and an octopus. It's an octofish. Octofish for October? We need to figure out how to make our octofish for October. That would be so fun. All right, let's see. And we also need this nice coastal exhibit to go ahead and put that little one. Oh, that's so fun. All right, but we need to check. So, pufferfish, we haven't done pufferfish and starfish. Like, that's the first thing on the list. And then pufferfish and seahorse hasn't been done? What? And then pufferfish and blue tang? Oh, come on. Now, some of those are a little bit like, you know, we've done those ones before. Do we really want to do those? Or like, those are like the early ones, but come on. Like, those are pretty simple. So pufferfish and starfish, and then pufferfish and... was it lobster? Seahorse, I think. Maybe. We'll find out. All right, so let's see. How are those guys doing? Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, the barreleye, like, face on this is really adorable. I love the pufferfish. I don't know why. That, and actually the seahorse heads on things, both of those have been just really, really making me so freaking happy. Let's go ahead and buy all the missing food for our animals real quick. And then let's actually deck this out for just a second, because I feel like these, well, we'll unlock a little bit more and then deck this out, because I feel like these guys deserve something special. That's why they had the very first of these little islands that I created, where the guests can come and like be on a deserted island in the middle of the ocean. Boy, it's busy. It's busy everywhere. I highly recommend just focusing your gaze on one spot. All right, what do we have over here? Pufferfish Dumbo octopus. Dumborfish. Yes. Dumblefish. I need Dumblefish. Oh my gosh, I need to be able to put this guy like somewhere where I can see him better. We need more like Dumbo octopus. Oh, can you imagine a Dumbo octopus chicken? I can't, but we could do that. Oh yeah, we're gonna be popping over to the, you know, Laboratory Zoo sooner than later. Pufferfish snailfish. That was inspired. Where'd the snailfish's like face go? It's a puffail fish. Huh. You know, I still need to learn more about the snailfish because we started to really research about it, and then oh, here's another one of the pufferfish Dumbo jellyfish, or like, yeah, the Dumbo octopus. There we go. Oh, those are so cute. All right, and also good, that's set to not allow. So then pufferfish, I think we need to set you like pufferfish and orca, and then what about pufferfish and arowana? And what about pufferfish and anglerfish? Have we done that one? Like, there's so many cute options that we could have. I feel like I'm ready for more chaos though, so we probably will be moving to the other zoo sooner than later. But this one's really useful to pop back in just so that we can go ahead and like celebrate having all of these genes. Speaking of all of these genes, I did a moon jellyfish and a Dumbo octopus. Moon umbo. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I love the moon jellyfish mixes. Oh, actually, I think I was putting all of the hybrids for the moon jellies in here because then I can just sit here. This is so cute. Like, it just makes me want to make a big open ocean where I just put all of these guys and watch them play. Oh, that's what we should do with the laboratory. Just treat it as like a hall of fame to be able to celebrate the cool animals that we have discovered. Oh, Oni the Munumbo. Hi, little one. Why don't we move you right over here? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Yes, that's what I want to do, friends. I realize it now. I see the future. We can carry on these experiments over in the Laboratory Zoo as well, and then we can have them live forever with that longevity gene generator, and we can just celebrate like having a museum of our favorite designs. I love this, like the Moonels. I made mini Moonels whilst you were gone because I just love them that much. All right, then we have, another one of the moon jellyfish, the wood jellies. Oh my gosh. All right, you go back over here, friend. What's this one? Ooh, what is this one? It's a sword jelly. Oh, I completely forgot we made one of those. Wow, okay. And we did a moon jelly and a starfish. Aw, it kind of looks like a shooting star. Moonarfish. I'm naming this a shooting star because that's really cute. And it looks so much like a little shooting star that's just gonna go through all of our genetic dreams. All right, so moon jelly and coelacanth actually sounds like it would be really cool to see. No pun intended, because you know, coelacanth. Oh, and moon jelly and narwhal. Oh my gosh. All right, that also sounds amazing. So, yay! I think we're gonna find our footing, friends. We're gonna find our footing into the future. Because I love our aquatic area. I love Sulani beaches. And I think that it has taught us so much about what we can mix, what we can match, and also what kind of chaos we can end up creating. And it also has taught us so much about how to run. Long pause there because as I stare at the chaos, I don't think that... Look, it's taught us something about how to create a zoo. And I'm ready to go ahead and... I'm ready to kick it up a notch. So, when we come back, we'll start poking at the new Laboratory Zoo, and we'll start making a home to keep things like the Moontalis. I completely forgot we made that. And have a gallery, a museum, to really represent the best of our crossbreeds that spark our creativity onwards into the future. So, without further ado, my friends, wow, jackpot the Moonarfish. This is just, like, look at Cooper the Moonchin. Stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.